My name's Jonathan Fry, and for years and years, I've been dealing with a lot of insecurity, pain, depression, things along those lines related to the traumatic childhood I experienced. And so, I was been looking for answers for years and been really had a difficult time finding them. I had anger issues. I would try my best to understand situations around me, and a lot of times I would misunderstand them, which would be frustrating to me. And it just seemed like everywhere I went, emotionally and physically, difficulties presented themselves. I was to the point where I could see that this was failing for me. I believe I was headed for divorce, for trauma for myself, for my children. I had no idea why. My life, ultimately, under the surface, was out of control. And the pain, the depression, the anxiety, all those things and the resulting behaviors to numb those feelings were going to take over. It was probably the lowest part of my life. But until a friend I met at a class reunion. So my friend shared the book with me, and I dove into it. And I followed the instructions. I read it all the way through for tackling any of the spiritual inventories or things along those lines. But I saw the logic in it. I saw something that really spoke to me and gave me hope. So my wife and I, we came together on this, and we prayed the prayer of freedom. And almost instantly, weight was lifted from me. And I think what was revealed was my pain, my hurt, my brokenness from my childhood and how that had affected me. So after going through the prayers, the key piece of healing that I felt was being able to reconcile myself with my history, my family, the memories, and and to be able to calm those. And I learned that ultimately those feelings, those emotions, those memories, those traumas were really the source of strongholds for me within my life, where I maybe had tried to cope with pride or self-reliance or things along those lines. And so really the prayers exposed that for me, and then was able to not only expose it, but relieve it. I feel confident. My wife and my adult children see the changes in me. It gives me so much peace. It's a wonderful thing to have that peace day in and day out and know who I am. And I don't think I've felt that way since I was 4 years old. And now I'm safe. I am reliable. I am calm. My wife has definitely made comments to me about how thankful she is. We go to church on Sundays, and she sits there and just cries because our life now is what she's always wanted. We've been married for 34 years. My sons, and they've told their mom, that dad's different. And that's just a wonderful thing. Every day I wake up being the new me. And it's been about a year now since I started this journey. And my wife is amazed. If you're considering reading the book, I strongly suggest you go in, make that commitment to yourself, make that commitment to your family. Only when you take care of yourself, when you reach out and be honest with God and get yourself healed, can you help others in your family and the loved ones you have be healed. Get the book, read it, spend some time with it, do the hard work, go through and list out, make all the lists that they say, pray that prayer of freedom, follow it, do that with your wife or your significant, whoever, your husband, and the results, they'll be there because God is waiting for you.
Hi there, I'm Beatty Carmichael, and wasn't that an amazing story? That story is just one of so many stories of people getting free from a book called The Prayer of Freedom. And I wrote The Prayer of Freedom to walk you through step by step. It's almost like a how-to guide. How do you appeal to the God of this universe who created us in such a way that consistently it brings healing and restoration into people's lives? Anything from anxiety to depression, panic attacks, marriage and family relationship struggles, addictions, and almost anything else. And as we've done this through group studies and have tested and tracked the results, nearly 9 out of 10 people get complete and immediate breakthrough from so many of the issues that they struggle with. So if you struggle with any issues, let me encourage you to get a copy of the Prayer of Freedom and start going through it today. All you have to do is go to the website link, theprayeroffreedombook.com. You'll learn more about it and links on it where to get it. Again, it's theprayeroffreedombook.com. And if you get that book and go through it, then I'll look forward to seeing you on the other side of freedom. Thanks for watching and be very blessed.